Hey guys, it's Tony here. This is huge. Ethereum has a huge decision to make. It is stuck in between huge battles that can cause it to either fall down drastically or rise up immensely. I want to talk to you guys about what are these things. How do I know? I'm going to look at the bearish and bullish sides, talk about where they are, how they are keeping Ethereum afloat and not letting it go higher, and how Ethereum could be either falling down or going up really soon. I want to talk to you guys about the war that's happening in Ethereum right now. Let's talk about all that and more in this video, so let's get into it. So, this is a really critical moment for Ethereum. It has to decide where it will in fact go. The bears fighting with the bulls. Huge war. This will be the analogy I'm going with Ethereum, because it is true. Ethereum does need to go above a specific level in order for it to be bullish again. Let's talk about the bearish side first and how it is keeping Ethereum from going up. First, you have to understand that in my previous video about Ethereum, I talked about this bullish pennant and how it could take us all the way up to $4,800, a huge support and resistance level, and after that it could take us even farther to 5,500 level, and that will be all-time high. Of course, the bears do not want this, so of course they cause Bitcoin to get rejected off this level and fall. We have already fallen. We have this bullish pennant. We were so ready, and then Bitcoin crashed, and Ethereum crashed with it. Everything else crashed. Right when it crashed, we fell below this pennant. And after we fell below this pennant, now we are trying to break above it again. Now this is really bad because the bulls need to be inside of that pennant. If they do not be inside of that pennant, then this indicator, this pennant, might even disappear and we're not going to have any of these targets. Meaning that Ethereum could maybe not even have any bullish targets to go to. Meaning that it has to actually break above this trend line. It has to go back inside of this. The bulls pulled it under the triangle. It has to go back above this triangle. The bad thing is that it isn't that easy to break through. This trend, this resistance line is a huge resistance line. It looks much bigger than it seems. There are secrets popping up everywhere. Number one, the biggest secret is that it is a trend. This trend line isn't that big of a secret, but it's super important. This trend is what keeps us in the triangle. The bears want us below that trend, so they set up a horizontal resistance also, going across 3,276. If we break above that level, then we will be inside of this triangle. And everybody thinks that is the end. But this horizontal support line is as big as a stone wall. It is really strong. Look at this. You have the VPVR. And the VPVR shows us where are the biggest resistance support levels and where Ethereum or anything else can be actually falling or confirming support. And as you guys can see with this cheat code, we can see that this is a huge resistance area. It's one of the biggest. We have this red line extending. It's not the lines of the patterns. It is actually the VPVR line extending, showing that this is the biggest resistance area, showing that they have a really strong stone wall. In order to break above this level, we will have to have so much volume and so much momentum. It is going to be really tough. But let's just say we do break through. This is not going to be the end. We have troops waiting up on the other side with their 4-strike combo. We have the moving averages on the daily time frame. This Fearless 4, the moving averages, since we broke below them when we were falling down, now we're going to have to break above them in order for us to be bullish again. That is going to be the next big target that we're going to have to break through. If we get rejected off of those, then we could be falling down again. We could be falling down and maybe even breaking through this stone wall, which the bears will happily accept. But that's not it. Let's just say we go through this 4-strike combo. We will have something else. We will have the Ichimoku cloud blocking us from away. It's a huge raging river that we have to break above in order for us to pass through. This Ichimoku cloud also acts as a huge resistance point. So we have this whole entire resistance area for the base of the bears, this whole entire area where they trapped, that Ethereum has to break above in order to reach its home base at 4,800 and 5,500. But the bears have trapped this area. So this is looking really bad for the bulls because they practically have no support. Or so it seems. Now let's go over to the bull side and let's check where they are. Well, number one, we have this huge support level, which is keeping us from falling down. That has kept us from falling down even more. It stopped us. This is a huge support level that Ethereum really respects. You can see that we had a couple resistance points there, a support level right over here, and a tap right over here again. So this is a huge support level. Not only that, once again, the VPER cheat sheet shows that this is the end of this previous support level. And this is where Ethereum stopped falling down, because that is like a ledge and that is where it stopped falling. It's a huge support level. But that's not the only thing. We have one of the biggest, strongest, baddest person on our team, which is the weekly EMA ribbon. This is a crazy indicator that can stop anything. Look at this. As long as we're above this indicator, it keeps us in the bull market. This indicator shows when we're in the bull market or in the bear market, the weekly EMA ribbon. When we fall down in a bull market, we usually come down to that EMA ribbon. And that is where we actually tapped exactly right now. This EMA ribbon is a huge support box, which means that Ethereum also has support beneath it. Its support goes all the way to where it is right now. That is its support. So we are bullish. The EMA ribbon, it's a huge support level. We're just going to have to break above it also. It's also acting as resistance. But the thing is, the EMA ribbon is when we stop falling. If we go back and we look at history, when we fall down from a big gigantic dump, we come down to the EMA ribbon, we stop and we go up. We have nowhere else to fall. If I remove this box, you can see that the wick comes down practically to the bottom of the EMA ribbon, meaning that we have nowhere to fall. That is a huge support level, and that is why Ethereum is not falling down farther. We also have the RSI and stochastic RSI on our side, showing that we are also bullish. You guys can see that the RSI and stochastic RSI are really low, meaning that we could be going up. When the RSI and stochastic RSI is this low, they strengthen each other and they cause anything that they point at to pump up. They give strength, which means Ethereum right now has to break through and it has to go up and break through this resistance because it has already reached the end of its dump. It has reached this resistance line, but the RSI is begging for it to go up. So right now Ethereum has to break out of this resistance line. So where will it go? What will Ethereum choose? Well, that is what we're going to see right now. If we break through the support level, then we're going to be breaking through the EMA ribbon on the weekly time frame, showing that we could technically be starting a bear market. We're going to break through our last line of defense of the previous higher low, and that is also going to be bad because we're going to be making a lower low. We're going to be falling down to like $20,000 or $2,000 if we break and get rejected. If we break above, we're going to have to break all of this resistance line, all of these resistance lines. But if we are going to make this bullish pennant the key to success, then Ethereum will in fact reach our target of 5,500 to 4,800 starting the all-time high. So right now, what Ethereum has to do is decide, will it decide to puncture 3,276 and break through and start pumping, or will it decide to fail and fall down below 2,930? We will have to watch, but Ethereum has a big decision right now. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that post notification bell. I'll see you guys next video. Bye!